This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It's an honor to have you here. Well, a price was paid last night down there in Dallas. 5 cops were killed. Yep. A price was paid. Not a new thing, and not just a black thing either. I remember as a young man listening to the news, a Turkish diplomat was executed by an Armenian young man, and he killed him simply because he was still angry mentally from learning, not even in his lifetime, but that the Armenians, almost a million of them, had been killed in Turkey, 60 years before. You bet. And so there's a price to be paid. A Hatfields and McCoy, if you will. Yeah. And it doesn't end there. And it isn't just that race, any race. The end of World War II, the Jews wanted payback. They wanted a price to be paid. And so they got caught poisoning the water system in Berlin. If they'd been successful, they would have killed a million women and children and men in Berlin. That was their goal. You bet. A price to be paid. Hatfields and McCoy. You hit me or you hit my people, we're going to hit you back. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you think it's just over that direction or around, rural areas don't have that, you'd be mistaken too. Back in the 70s, when wheat got to $5 a bushel and land skyrocketed out here in southwest Nebraska, a farmer, as many did, overextended himself and lost his farm. The bank was going to take it. He wouldn't let it go, though. He dug in, got his gun, said, "You ain't taking my place." Well, the state patrol, they was called, and a bunch of them went out there. They wouldn't let his wife talk him out. They wouldn't let the local preacher try to talk him out of there. No. First chance they got, they just killed that farmer. They just killed him. Nothing was done to him, of course. But out here, the good old boys made it real clear. Real clear. If a state patrolman ever kills a farmer again without trying to get him out of there, use a little bit of, common sense to talk him out, just shoot him. If it happens again, they'll start killing cops. And that was white good old boys that said that. So it's out there. It's out there, absolutely. And you can't hardly go a week, it seems, that some black man, unarmed and usually not causing any real trouble at all, gets killed. And no officer ever pays a price. No officer ever pays a price. So I understand that perhaps the black race is looking at it saying, there is a price to be paid. And sadly, not right, but sadly, they hit Dallas. Is it the last? I don't know. But perhaps that might just be a wake-up call to all cops to back off just a little bit. Use a little common sense. I've always said, as far as that goes, every cop should be required to watch the old Andy Griffith show where he was a cop, Mayberry, RFD, that type of show, just to get kind of a mental handle on how cops can get along with people a lot easier, of any race at any time. You bet. Keep your comments clean, and they stand on Nazi 52.